I knew I wanted to be in healthcare, but I wasn't really sure which part of healthcare I wanted to be in. And really didn't think that much about dentistry until very early in college. My father was a podiatrist. I have two brothers that are podiatrists. And people often ask, well, how did you end up at the other end of the body? And I said, well, I didn't want to work on smelly feet. Of course, they said, well, you're in the mouth. You know, how's that any better? But I realized in that first year of college that that was the best blend for me was dentistry. I am a teacher at heart, not a trained teacher. Like most of us dentists, we're experts in dentistry, but not all of us had formal training in how to be educators. And you know, dentists are all teachers. I mean, we teach good oral hygiene, we teach all aspects of what we're doing to our patients, to our assistants, whoever it may be. So I think actually leadership and teaching are natural parts to being a practicing dentist, or in our case here, a dental educator. As an educator, we're all always looking for that magic moment where we see the light go off in the student's eyes. And I live for those moments, that explaining something to a student, showing them how something is done, whatever it may be, to see that aha moment, if you will, that hopefully you've imparted upon them something now that they're going to keep for the rest of their life, the rest of their career. As an educator, you impact each of those students who then impact all of their patients. And you think about the magnitude of what we do in impacting so many patients through our students and our graduates. I often get asked about the culture, whether it be my perspective, whether it be others' perspectives, prospective students, and the word family comes up all the time. That is very deliberate on our part, that people understand that they come first. Words of advice that I could give others, especially students, is just maintain that persistence of what they want, and don't be deterred by failure. I know there's different quotes about it's not how many times you fail or similar, but what you do when you fail. You know, we talk about that a lot to applicants to dental school who are not successful the first time, that if this is what you want to do, you know, stay at it. There has been no greater thrill than to be dean of the school that I attended. We've been very fortunate to do a lot of innovative things. We've mentioned the EHR for the last 20 years. We've done a simulation clinic, new center for health promotion. I think starting a faculty practice has been a game changer for us. UT Dentist has done incredibly well. One of the top-ranked faculty practices in the United States among U.S. dental schools. Our research enterprise has been in the top 10 the last few years. So what is it that most people don't know about me? Probably most don't know that in high school I played competitive tennis. I often joke I don't look like a tennis player maybe to some, but while I was in dental school, one way that I helped myself get through dental school financially was I taught tennis. I think it was during those times, especially teaching tennis, that I realized how much I enjoy teaching, no matter what it is. It reminds me of a quote that I have carried with me throughout my life that one of my coaches told me, and he said, you always change a losing game. When something's not working, you've got to make changes, right? So it's been fun to take that back all the way to high school when I first heard that quote and apply it to life nearly every day. One thing I've always wanted to do is learn how to play the piano. And I know you don't do that overnight, so that will be a work in progress, but I've always wanted to do that. And then the other thing of note, and I often joke with my kids about this, but their father doesn't have a bachelor's degree. I went into dental school after 3 years and about 20 hours short of a bachelor's degree. So one of my dreams is to go back to UT Austin and finish up and get my bachelor's degree. So we'll see about that one. My hope for our graduates is, whether it be right out of school or 20, 30, 40 years in practice, is that they carry with them the same traits that we hopefully instilled upon them when they were here. And that is that people come first, that this is about relationships, this is about people.